Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the More Now podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Zach.
Hello, and I'm the other one, Dan.
So before we get into this episode, as always, go ahead, do us a favour, hit that like button if you find yourself enjoying this one. It really does help us out, we do appreciate it, and it does help to promote the podcast. And sharing the podcast is what, Dan?
Yes, sharing the more and love.
So,
What else would it be?
exactly. So, jumping on into the More or Not section, as always, if you are new here, basically this section is where we get 5 random words or short phrases from you viewers and collectively decide whether that word, thing, moronic or not. It's in the name. It could be the concept, thing itself, or from one of our personal experiences, and it's entirely subjective, meaning you guys can have a different opinion, and it doesn't mean jack shit. Right. The first one on here for this episode is school plays.
Oh, school plays. Do you remember in primary school they used to make us do was it One for Harvest for some random reason?
I never
And
did
then
the
there
one
was
for
a-
Harvest.
There was a Christmas one.
Yeah.
We just had to sing it was like 10 songs.
Oh yeah, it
Squeeze
was
that
at
into
least
an
it was at
hour.
least 10 songs that you had to memorize.
It was 10. They'll squeeze it into an hour, so it was like 30
Yeah.
minutes of action. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we did one for Christmas, one for leavers. You do like year 6 leavers play. Out of
Oh,
curiosity,
yeah.
do you remember any of yours? Like the theme that they tried to go for?
It was Grease. As
The
in
film or the country?
The film.
Okay. My year 6 leavers one was Wizard of Oz. But obviously
Oh,
there
right.
was something like 100 odd students in my year group. So funnily enough, the Wizard of Oz doesn't have 100 characters. Not active ones anyway, maybe like
I name
background
about
extras.
5, and then about 20 background characters that are in
Exactly.
it for one scene.
So they ended up making up half the characters. And the thing is, none of the kids would understand the characters because they'd all be from like Coronation Street or fucking EastEnders or just some
Well,
celebrity
why?
that kids don't know.
Why?
No idea, because I had to try and get everyone in the year group involved and they didn't want to make people
So
trees.
they'll make kids dress up as people like Anthony Cotton or just
So-
random nobodies.
So this is the one that I was. So year 6, Wizard of Oz, they just started making shit up. I don't know who this is, bear in mind. Brendan Cole.
I've heard the name.
You know what? I'm going to quickly Google this guy just to see who the hell I was meant to be.
I've heard of Brendan Fraser. He's the
Yeah, Brendan Fraser's pretty known. Brendan Cole. Oh, bloody hell. He's a New Zealand dancer.
Wasn't he on Strictly?
No idea, mate. I've literally just
I don't
Googled
even
him.
watch Strictly Dancing.
I don't know. But either way, yeah, they just started making shit up. But guess what? That wasn't it.
Oh, what else did they do?
I was also a werewolf version of Brendan Cole. Because that
I think
somehow
they
fit the
had
Wizard of
no
Oz.
idea. Well, that must have been
You know, I'm actually gonna
That
check.
must have been
Was there
most ironic way.
a werewolf in Wizard of Oz?
No.
I
they
haven't
going-
seen the
were they
film
going-
since I was about 5, so
Were they going for the so bad it's good?
oh, fuck knows, lad, probably. From what I can tell,
Well-
there is no werewolf. There's a lion. And before people start questioning me, no, they had the 4 main characters. So they had the Tin Man, the girl, the lion, and the scarecrow. I think that's it.
There's no wizard in there.
There's no wizard.
there's a
What did I
witch.
say?
There's a witch, but I don't think there's a wizard in the Wizard of Oz.
No, I swear there is at the end. I swear the Wizard of Oz. I swear at the end of the Wizard of Oz, there's the wizard. Like her
He
whole
gets, like,
quest is
5
to go
minutes
to the
of
wizard to say, "Yo, let me go back home to a tornado-filled house." Am I right?
He gets 5 minutes of screen time. You can't name a story after someone who gets 5 minutes of screen time.
I mean, you never know, mate. People do it all the time. So yeah, there was no werewolf in Wizard of Oz, but essentially, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, that was shit. They just started making shit up on the
it
fly.
was awful.
Yes. So
Yeah, I barely remember mine. there was a lot of. I think it was just a retelling of Greece.
Fair.
Greece was. It's very bad.
I just remember a few vague flashes of mine. So I remember one because I never wanted to be on like the front row when you're sitting to the side of the stage. Because then obviously you have to know the
Yeah.
words to the songs. When you're behind a bunch of people, you can kind of get away with not singing. You can just kind of mumble, and eventually it will just get drowned out by the other 90 odd people singing. So
We used to just mouth the words. So that
fair,
was a old trick in the book.
fair.
But do you remember in school assemblies they used to get random kids. So you know how you sit on the floor or benches.
Yep.
So the teacher would randomly select kids to sit on like the side, and then this was really dumb, right? So they'll say, "Oh, look out for the students. Make sure they're well behaving and singing," and then they'll award like house points
Yeah, we
to
never had
people. It was
that.
really weird.
I
No,
mean, the
my
only
class.
thing that we had was you'd have to sit on the floor unless you were year sixes, and then you got to sit on the benches.
Oh
And then you
yeah,
felt like
we
a
had that as
king
well.
or queen
Was sitting on a freaking
because you were
bench.
higher than the rest of the school and you were top dog.
You're higher than higher than the rest of the school by like
Exactly.
what, 5 inches.
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, school plays, moronic or not?
I'm going moronic.
I'm gonna say moronic. Yeah. You know what? Did your school ever film yours and like set and sell them on DVDs?
Sell them on DVDs.
Yeah. So like they used to film it, get it on a DVD, and then sell it to the parents.
Oh, who's gonna buy that? Oh, so the
Yeah, so
parents.
the
I thought it'd
parents
be
can
like
buy it. Yeah.
50-year-old men would probably buy
No,
it.
you fucking weirdo. I mean, there probably was a few nonces in those audiences, but you know,
Oh yeah, probably.
yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna go moronic though. They are fucking stupid.
yeah, it's stupid. It's a waste of time.
Yep.
They
All right.
weren't really fun.
No. All right. The next one on
Uh,
here is clocks, but analog clocks. So non-digital
analog.
ones. For anyone that doesn't
Um,
understand what an analog clock is, it's the one with two hands.
well, I like my electronics digital. Um,
I actually mainly use
uh,
digital for my watch, although uh, we're not talking watches here, are we? We're talking clocks. I
I
have
think
a digital. No, I have an analog clock in my room. It's quite nice.
it
Uh,
just looks better.
yeah,
I
it's
guess it's
more.
more of an
I think it's
aesthetic.
more aesthetic. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I don't know. I prefer
I
digital.
prefer digital, like just to look at and like be able to tell the
Yeah.
time on. But analog does look better, like aesthetically.
Mm.
So
But I would say it is a very important skill to tell the time.
I mean, yeah, there are some people out there. I apologize if this
That's just
is a
common sense.
viewer, but if you can't read an analog clock, I say by the time you're like 14, then you need to
Yeah, yeah.
you need to get on it, because if not, then you're gonna miss out. I know people are gonna have a go at me for saying that, being like, "Oh, but I could just look at the digital time on my phone or my watch or whatever." But
But there are some. Yeah, there
you
are
you
some
do need to
things
be
that
able to tell the time.
there are some things I feel like even though it is becoming more useless, there are still some things that you need to know, or
Yeah.
else you're
So
just gonna
like,
be stupid.
yeah, exactly. Like, you need to be able to read an analog clock. Granted, it takes some people longer because they haven't done it in years. That's fair enough. But if you just never learn, first of all, you need to take a look at your education system, and second of all, learn. It is a genuine skill. I mean, it's not because everyone
But
on the
yeah,
planet
it
should
just
know how to do
sometimes
it. But
it just makes you look stupid.
I mean, yeah, I can't remember who I was speaking to. I was speaking to someone at some point in the past, like 2 years, where they didn't know how to
Mm.
read analog clocks.
Jesus.
And like I genuinely didn't know how to respond. I was like, "What? How?" Like it can't. It's not that difficult.
But
It's
it's like
really not.
if someone can't read an analog clock, how are you supposed to take them seriously?
Yeah, I mean, I like analog clocks. I've got one
Yeah,
in my room. It's very aesthetic. I like it. Um,
yeah.
there's
Okay,
nothing
yeah,
really I
but
can
if
say about it. Oh, did
oh,
you in primary school? Did you ever have the little yellow clocks that you had to practice on?
oh
Like the
yeah,
little
them.
plastic yellow clocks with like the red hands and the blue little markers for where the time would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like
No.
every primary school in the UK had those. If you
Oh
guys
yeah.
remember those,
But
let us know in the comments down below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're on Spotify or Google or anything else, um, I don't know, let us know on Instagram or something.
yeah, but what's your verdict?
Oh, not moronic. Not moronic.
Yeah, no, no.
Okay. The last one on here is orange juice with pulp.
Pulp.
Yes, with pulp.
Right.
For anyone that
That's
doesn't know what pulp is, I'll quickly explain. It's bits. It's like bits of orange
oh
in the
yeah.
orange juice.
I quite like that
No,
in a way. Really?
I mean it really annoys me, right, when people don't specify. Like if someone said, like, "Oh, do you want a glass of orange juice?" and it came with pulp in it, and they didn't tell me it came with pulp in it,
I
I'd be
wouldn't
fuming
mind.
because I'm
If it's fresh
expecting
orange, it's nice.
smooth orange juice, not pulp.
I don't really mind. I think it kind of adds to it in a way.
Nah,
Really.
I think
They don't really.
if you have pulp in your orange juice, you're a bit odd. Like if you prefer it, you're a bit odd. Like
Yeah, they only really do pulp with like orange juice, from what I see. I can't really think of any other juices that they have pulp in them.
lemon, like
Do they?
lemonade, maybe. In like lemonade, maybe they put like bits, like shreds of lemon in there. I don't know.
Oh.
I've never had it, but you never know. Um, but I'll tell you what, one thing that really does annoy me about people that like orange juice with pulp is the fact that they don't specify.
Yeah, but
Like, if you want
but
the,
I
it,
thought the
like, I think about it like
effect.
this: if you want the taste of an orange with pulp,
Yeah,
eat a fucking orange.
I think for me, it'll only specify if it's either fresh orange or it's like diluted orange, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's all I really need to know. I don't really care about pulp.
yeah. I mean, it just depends. If someone doesn't tell me that it has pulp in it, and then I go to drink it, and then it has pulp in it, I'm gonna be slightly annoyed.
What's wrong with pulp?
It just no. I don't have a problem with pulp. It's just if you don't tell me, I'm gonna go moronic with pulp.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
go
gonna do
not
it.
Lorna.
I'm just gonna
Not.
say it. All right,
No, I'm gonna go not.
all right. The next one is water shoes.
What?
So water shoes, if I am correct here, are shoes that you wear in like pools and swimming
Oh
pools
yeah,
and like what they call like water parks.
well, I guess. Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, I think they're mainly used in hotter countries to like not burn your feet as you're walking around the theme park
That's
or
fair
water
enough.
park
Yeah.
even.
I
But
guess especially in water parks as well. It's
yeah,
quite slippery.
and also especially if you go to
It's
somewhere
hot.
hot,
Yeah, the
the
surface is scorching hot.
exactly, yeah. So I mean they have a purpose. I don't think I've ever worn them. I might have done when I was very young and don't remember, but
Yeah. I've never really used them. I just use flip
no.
flops. I don't, but even their flip flops aren't that good. They always fall off.
No, sliders are better than flip flops.
Flip flops always scrape your skin as well.
And also flip flops, the bit in between the big toe and the rest of your toes sometimes digs in.
Yeah, it digs in.
It
It's
digs in,
really
and also
uncomfortable.
when you walk, the flip flop just kind of sometimes like angles off to the side, so like the back of your
It's
heel
never fit. Yeah.
isn't on it. So
Yeah, I've never fits, so it just digs in.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's always one of those.
I've never owned a comfortable pair of flip flops.
No, never. That's all. I've had one that were too small. We got ones that were slightly bigger, then they just wouldn't fit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's...
But water shoes. Have you ever worn them?
No, but I do see
I
like a use
think
for them.
I could be wrong here, but I feel like they're mainly for younger kids.
Yeah,
So like they have more grip on the bottom of their feet when they're wandering around a water park.
yeah, I guess so.
And maybe I don't know. I'm gonna Google these to see if they are actually what I think they are. Because if not, I'm gonna look like an idiot. Water shoes. What are they? Oh right, yeah, they are. They are exactly what I'm thinking of. Just shoes that you
Hmm.
wear in the water.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Um,
But I wouldn't really wear them if I'm like swimming.
I mean,
Mm.
I
That would weigh you down.
I feel like if you had like verrucas or something on the bottom of your foot, maybe you want to wear them in the pool to not spread it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, true. But I just think in swimming it just slows you down. It's another burden.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess there is a use for it other
I
than
yeah.
you
I've
know
got
the
I've got
water
nothing
part.
against them, so I'll say not moronic.
I mean, if you want to improve your swimming and make it a bit more harder for yourself, I guess that's
I mean,
yeah. I mean, that's
I
not a problem too.
yeah. And by the way,
Um,
water shoes, from what I've just seen, are like proper shoes.
yeah, I
They're
know
not
they're like
like your
kids ones.
fucking Skechers or whatever. But
Yeah, they're
I
like
think
kids
they're I
ones.
think they're kind of like
Yeah,
sock kind of shoes. I know that makes no
yeah,
sense, but
yeah.
people
I get that.
listening, if you don't know what we're talking about here, Google it. I'm sure you'll understand.
Yeah, I'll go not as well. Why
Yeah.
not?
All right. The last one on the Moronic or Not section for this episode is vegetables.
Really?
Yes. Um,
Oh my God.
I mean, there's not a lot to say
You
about them.
thought of that one?
There's not a lot to say about them. To be honest.
No, that's.
You know what? What's your favourite vegetable, Dan?
Oh, here we go. Um, there's so many to bloody choose from. I quite like onions. I know it's a bit of
Onions,
a
yeah.
yeah an odd one, but
Hmm.
yeah, they do go well with most things.
Yeah. I quite like potatoes.
Oh, potatoes.
They can be put into
Have
many
that.
different
Yeah.
things. They can be chips, crisps. If you're American, you change the names of those. You're fucking stupid. Um, you can have it boiled, baked, mashed. I don't know, just various
Do,
form of potato, really.
do you have cheese and crackers by any chance?
Not on me currently, no.
No, but like you know when you have like a cheese board
No.
and there's like cheese and crackers.
I mean, I've never had a cheese board in my life, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
All right, cool. I sometimes put onions on the crackers as well with the cheese.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you
It's
what.
actually quite nice.
Have you ever had a cheese and onion sandwich? So you
No,
get
no, but
2 slices of bread, butter, cheese, and onion.
no, I haven't. But
It's very
what
good.
what what I do like about onion, it does, you know what I mean? It does
It adds
have its
something.
own unique. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's unique in a way. I
Yeah.
won't really it's like a flavour per se, but it adds like more punch, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
how to describe it, but
have you ever
yeah,
cut an onion before?
yeah,
Did you cry?
not
Oh, sorry,
really.
did your eyes water?
No.
See, neither did mine. I've cut several red onions in my life. Uh, and my eyes have never watered once.
Probably once in food tech in year 7, and
I mean,
that's all
yeah,
I can
that's fair.
remember.
But
Yeah.
I don't think I ever have. I'll tell you what, have you ever been like. Actually, I can't even remember what. Have you ever like your mum's been preparing dinner or something, you go downstairs and there's like diced onion and you just take a little bit
Oh
just to
yeah.
eat by itself.
Yeah, I used to do that.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean,
Um,
it is nice, but like it can. be a bit too much sometimes.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got to get the right dosage.
Yeah, you got
Dosage
get
of
the right.
onion, is that right?
Yeah, just get the right amount of onion,
Yeah,
and you're good.
yeah. But yeah, there are many types of vegetables.
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah. I'm actually
And,
struggling to think of stuff to say on vegetables.
I had a friend who thought a watermelon was a vegetable because
He's retarded.
they saw like a 10-second video on the internet saying a watermelon is a vegetable, and they spent about 6 months believing that was true.
What a disappointment of a human being.
I know.
For anyone that doesn't,
That's
you know what?
hilarious.
I'm gonna preface this now. For anyone that doesn't know the difference between fruit and vegetables, fruits have seeds. Vegetables don't.
Done. Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure there's some like nutritional differences, but that's the main one. If you somehow didn't know that and you're listening to this, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Learn all the time as well.
I'm gonna say not moronic for vegetables.
Yeah, not. I mean, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I mean, if we said moronic, we'd be fat as shit. Basically, Americans.
Americans.
I mean, they don't. I mean, to be fair, the only vegetable they eat are potatoes. I mean, they eat fries that have been deep fried about 6 times. So,
Americans or Norwegians?
of what?
Norwegians.
No idea what that is. So, Americans.
It's you not heard of Nauru?
No.
It's a country.
Actually,
in,
no, I
like,
have because you mentioned it in a previous
Yeah.
episode.
2/3 obese, which is double the amount you see in America.
Yeah, but they've probably got a population of like 100 people.
It's like 10, 12,000. It's
Still,
one island.
it's still
one
it's
island.
nowhere near as big as America. So, right, the wrap up for moronic or not section: school plays moronic, clocks analog, not moronic, orange juice with pulp moronic and not moronic,
Yeah.
water shoes not moronic, vegetables not moronic.
Cool. That's an interesting mix.
Yeah, they were very random.
Yeah,
So
we don't normally have, a decisive opinion about one. So, I was,
So, you know
good
what?
to see.
Thank you to the viewer who sent those in. You're a bit weird with some of those. But if you guys want to send your suggestions in, do it via the YouTube comments or let us know on Instagram. Or, I don't know, just if you know one of us two personally, text us. I don't know.
Yeah.
But moving on, colour blindness. It's the thing, innit?
Oh, that. Yeah.
I was thinking about this the other day, right? Because one of my mates is colourblind. I was speaking to him about it, right? It's
Right.
realistically the only kind of disability. There's no other better way of wording that, really. Like, because think about it this way, right? Anyone, like, so someone tells you they're colourblind. The first
Yeah.
thing most people do is, what colour is this? They point at something and go, what colour is this?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good test, I guess.
Like,
To see if they're truthful.
yeah, but
Yeah.
so, yeah, it's a weird thing though, isn't it? Like, because what you see as red, I might see as blue.
Well, saying that, I'm supposed to be red-green colorblind, but every time someone says, "What color is this?" we're both on an agreement.
No, I'm actually going to Google what is red-green colourblind. Because I
I
want
mean, it
to...
was Specsavers. I'm convinced they were just flat out lying at this point.
I mean, you never know. Okay, right. This is maddeningly unhelpful. So, apparently it's the most common type of colour blindness. That's pretty cool. It makes green look more like red.
Green is green to me. The grass looks green.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and pronounce the official name of red-green colour blindness. I'm going to butcher it. Deuteranomaly. Nope. Deuteranomaly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes green look more like red. And it doesn't get in the way of normal activities, apparently. The opposite of it is protanomaly, which makes red look more like green and is less bright. Wait, what?
No.
It makes red look more green and less bright. And again, doesn't get in the way of normal activities. I don't think colourblindness does get in the way of normal activities.
Well, no, there was someone in our year in secondary school in geography that was like
That is true.
they could only see black, white, and grey.
Yeah,
So
he had. Oh,
when,
what?
when they
I've
needed
completely forgotten when that's called.
when they needed like a diagram that like arrows pointed to all the colours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna Google it.
I think it's like extreme colourblind deficiency or something
It's
like
something
that.
like that, but
Yeah.
yeah, you only see things in grayscale. Ah, that's what it's called, monochromy. No,
Oh, right.
monochromacy. That makes sense because it's obviously one
Oh,
shade. Yeah, that makes sense.
right. Okay.
That's got to be really. I mean, I guess you'd be used to it if you were born like that, wouldn't you?
Imagine seeing colours for the first time.
There's
How
so
weird
many
must that be?
YouTube. I mean, you know what, Dan? Try and explain color to an alien that doesn't understand color.
You
So
can't.
say,
You
let's just
can't
say
explain any colour.
aliens come down right now, right? They start talking to you in your native tongue, right? And
Yeah.
they explain to you that they can only see black, white, and grey, and various
Yeah.
shades
How are you gonna
of.
explain?
How do you explain color?
I know. You
How
can't.
do you do that? Like it's uh, I genuinely don't know how you would.
The thing is, you can't explain primary colours, but you can explain secondary colours, given that you know the primary
I was
colours.
gonna say, yeah, if you can only see black, white, and grey, and you say red is green and no, purple is blue and red combined, they're not
Yeah,
gonna know what the fuck you're on about because they
that's
don't
how
know
you
what blue or
define
red
purple,
is.
but that relies on the fact that you know red and blue.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, I think it's red, blue, and yellow. Like, you have to know, like, what those colours are in
Yeah.
order to understand, like, you know what I mean? So, to understand the rest of
You know what? While we're on this topic, what is your favourite colour?
I have no idea. I guess like a light blue, like turquoise.
See, I was actually gonna say cyan.
Yeah, that's like a bit darker in it.
It's
I
more
think so.
cyan is like a mix between light blue and turquoise.
I took GCSE, I should know.
Yeah, I know. You should know the colour wheel off by heart.
That was my lowest grade in GCSE
That doesn't shock me at all.
with a 6.
This has just reminded me, right? I don't know
Yeah.
why. Did you ever watch Art Attack as a kid?
I watched what's the geezer called? Mr. Maker. I remember that one.
Oh, that Donny, yeah.
Art Attack, I'm not. No.
You never watched Art Attack?
Maybe once or twice, but it wasn't like a thing that I would regularly watch.
Fair. I mean, I wouldn't like watch it every day, but it was one of those things where if it's on, I'm gonna be like, yeah, all right.
I think I
Didn't they
maybe
stop?
watched, like,
I want to know when did they stop Art Attack? It's got to be like really. It's got to be a while ago, right?
probably in like the 2010s. It must be like 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
I imagine it would be.
When did they stop?
I feel like that's
2000.
it, most-
Bloody hell!
Hmm.
Art Attack ran from 1990 to 2007.
I think what they did, they might have just replayed old episodes.
No. It ran. It was hosted by Neil Buchanan from 1990 to 2007. The original series aired on
right.
CITV between 15th of June 1990 and 26th of May
Yeah, but like
2007.
you might have saw Art Attack and like really liked it in 2009 because they put repeats on.
I mean, yeah, almost definitely. But
Yeah,
damn, now I want to go into like a massive thing. It was always like weird shit that you'd never use, and they'd always
I
like.
barely
I remember one episode, right? They were like, "Oh, you're gonna need a hot glue stick for this." It's like, first of all, I'm a child.
A hot glue stick.
First of all, I'm a child and I kind of need, you know,
Oh,
supervision if I'm going to be
whenever they
using.
brought out the scissors, they'd always come up with some sort of parental warning
Yeah, it's like
or
parents, if
some
you're watching, you might want to supervise your kids so they don't stab themselves in the
parents
eye with a pair of
supervise your
scissors.
child if they're using scissors.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not even that dangerous.
I only have very vague. Like I'm literally go scrolling through Google Images right now, looking at all these
I remember all the
bloody things.
CBBC, the CBBS, like them game shows.
Game shows?
Right.
What?
Yeah, they used to do. Do you remember Jungle Run?
No,
Oh, do you not remember that?
no, bro.
I'm just trying to think what else there was. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of stuff on I think it was CBBC. I think that was the popular one.
No idea.
That was like 2006 to like 2010.
Yeah.
That was like very old. I never bothered with Nickelodeon because Nickelodeon was shit.
No, bro. Nickelodeon was banging.
I
Jimmy Neutron, SpongeBob.
SpongeBob was the only good thing on there.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I don't like all the American like, oh, what are they called? Sitcoms or
I had no idea.
I don't know what they're called, but
SpongeBob,
the
Jimmy
American
Neutron. Jimmy Neutron was pretty banging. I remember that one.
Oh, can I ask one more thing about Nickelodeon that just doesn't make sense to me?
I mean, you can bloody well try, mate. I haven't paid attention to
What
it
is their
since.
obsession with slime?
Slime? I have no idea.
I swear, like the owner of Nickelodeon must have like a slime fetish or something.
What?
I actually think that might be the case.
I don't know.
But like, have you
bit weird.
seen like the Kids' Choice Awards?
No,
That's
really.
always in like every single scene.
I mean, it's probably because their brand was built off of it. I mean, if you look at their logo,
weird.
it is literally a blob of slime, I guess.
Yeah, but it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's made for kids though, so kind of appeals, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. To me, it's a bit sketchy.
Do you remember? That's just. Did you ever? Did you? Do you remember the old massive like slime craze or slime trend when
Yeah,
I can't remember what
never
year that
understood
was now, but I remember we were still in primary school, so pre 2015.
I don't understand the appeal of it. It's
It just gets everywhere. It's just annoying.
there's not. Yeah. I don't know. People are just bizarre. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Indeed,
I
it
think
is.
the only time slime is good for is making sticky pistons, and that's it.
Oh my god, bro. We're not talking about Minecraft again on this podcast. Spoken about it enough.
I'm surprised slime is actually a mob.
Yeah.
Hostile mob. I want to know how they even thought of that.
I don't know how they thought of the fucking game, bro. Who decided, let's make a game about blocks?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I thought stuff like CITV, CBBC, they're British companies, aren't
Cartoon Network
they?
was banging.
Yeah, of course they are. Of course.
Cartoon Network was the ultimate one.
Cartoon Network, they had some really good shows.
They have
on.
some amazing shows. Adventure
Yeah.
Time, Amazing World of Gumball.
I feel like, yeah,
Trying to remember
I
now.
feel like what made it work, especially Gumball, is that it appeals to both adults and kids.
Yeah. I mean, it's fair. There were
Like-
some pretty adult jokes in there.
Like there are a lot of like adult jokes, adult themes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Presented in I say like an animated and you know what I mean, in an infantile way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's
what I
what I
do
quite
like
like.
about some kids' TV shows, though, right, is some of them are actually trying to like teach stuff kids without realizing it.
Yeah, there are a lot of like lessons in TV shows.
Yeah, but
Or
like
kids' TV
it's not
shows.
like I feel like in modern TV shows they like very explicitly say the lesson or whatever. Especially in stuff like where they break the fourth wall, like Dora the Explorer.
Yeah. But I feel like if you're trying to get a lesson across to kids, like, you know what I mean, subtlety isn't really like a big thing you want to focus on.
Yeah.
Unless it's like, you know what I mean, like Gumball, for example, where it's a bit more subtle because it's aimed towards like an older demographic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's why.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like kids TV shows have definitely fallen off since we were a kid.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
so you know what? I need to speak about this, right? Tom and Jerry.
yeah. Tom and Jerry's the best one.
So Tom and Jerry, when we were kids, right?
Yeah.
It was still kind of. I mean, it wasn't young. It was like it's when was Tom and Jerry start? When did it start? Do you reckon?
It must have been like 80s or 90s.
Bro,
Surely. I think it
1940.
was very old.
Tom and Jerry made their
1940.
debut in 1940.
That doesn't actually surprise me.
No, but like even when we were kids, right? It was what 60 odd years old still,
Yeah.
which
I
is
like.
sick,
Yeah.
right? But now, if you'd watch it, it's like shit. Like
I like
genuinely,
this.
it is now just like I'm pretty sure it's now a crime. It's now like Scooby Doo.
Oh, is it?
I think so. Yeah. Like,
Oof.
hold on. Let me. When was? Oh, for God's sake! I hate Google sometimes. So what was the one that
Yeah.
we most likely would have watched?
Um. I guess Scooby Doo back in the day. I think that was.
Oh, yeah, okay. It was on Cartoon Network in 2008.
Uh.
The 2000. I'm looking at images of the 2006 version. It does look familiar, I think.
Mm,
Actually, no. The 2006 to 2008 one's scuffed.
what's this about?
Tom and Jerry.
I barely remember it. I do remember. When I was younger, I thought magnets attracted anything,
Was it because of Tom
and
and Jerry?
and I thought rubbers could like rub literally anything out. Like
Oh,
you could take a wardrobe and you could rub it out in a rubber. That's what I thought could happen.
yeah. I remember the ones with where this is a very oddly specific one, right? But there was one specific episode, right, where
Right.
they were in like a bar, I guess. Like they were
Yeah.
somewhere where they had like snooker tables.
Oh right.
But essentially, I remember one bit where they were like running around and they were just throwing snooker balls at each other.
Oh yeah.
I just googled it. Bloody hell! That episode that I'm talking about, from what I can see, was from the 1950s.
Jeez.
Hold on, bloody hell! The animation from the 1950s is better than some animation now.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it all 1950s? That's still black and white, isn't it?
No.
Well, wait, was there colour in 1950s?
Like, hold on. Viewers, just for context, I've googled Tom and Jerry snooker table, and from what I can see, most of it is from the 1950s. It all says 1950 on it.
Oh right.
So hold on, I'm gonna quickly. Yeah, weird. Now I really want to fucking watch this episode again. This episode was banging.
Wasn't there a bulldog in Tom and Jerry as well? Didn't
Yes,
they
there
add a bulldog?
was.
Or was that
Dutch,
a-
I
an
think, was
original
his name.
character?
Dutch.
I can't remember, but there was like a bulldog, and like Tom would somehow provoke it every episode.
No. It was a rare occurrence that he'd be in it. But when he was like the main guy.
It was
Uh,
like Tom was always running from this bulldog, and then Jerry was always running from Tom.
Yeah, it was named Dutch the Bulldog.
Oh yeah.
I was
I
right.
thought that was.
Oh wait, no, it was Spike. No, it was Spike.
Oh right.
I remember one
Well,
episode actually where Tom and Jerry. So like I don't know, Jerry hid in the doghouse, and then yeah, it was very funny.
I feel like it is a great addition.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does. You know what I mean? There is a lot of stuff that you can do with that.
definitely.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
I was always
bloody
fun as well.
hell. I like I didn't know Tom and Jerry was around in the bloody 1940, bro. That's mad.
That is pretty mad. Oh, have you heard the TV shows now? You know how they're just utter shit.
Oh
Right?
yeah, like they rebooted the original Ben 10, and I'm
Really?
fuming about it. Like, do you remember when Ben 10 when we were a kid?
Oh yeah.
It's now
Why are they doing that?
like you watch it, or no, you don't watch it. You like I've seen images of the animation style, and Jesus Christ, it's gone downhill.
Do you know, there's a TV show, I think it's on Netflix, that's about a non-binary dinosaur.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen that one.
It's
Ridiculous.
ridiculous, isn't it? Like they get like more absurd.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, right. I found the name of the episode that I'm talking about. So for anyone that remembers it, Cue Ball Cat. That's the Tom and Jerry episode that I'm.
Was that the one in the 19?
That's the one in the 1950s, but it honestly it holds
Wow.
up to this day. I'm not gonna lie. Apparently, it's
Wow.
episode 54.
Are they one of those shows which have like 400 episodes in a season?
Probably. It's Tom and Jerry, bro. They were like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I'll say 5 minutes. I think Peppa Pig was 5 minutes.
Oh, Peppa Pig was banging, bro.
Oh, Peppa Pig.
Still slaps
It
to
would,
this day. Not gonna lie.
It would support fat shaming. Remember that one?
Nah, the amount of clutch control Daddy Pig had to have on that car to go up those hills, mental.
I thought it was just funny because they would always fat shame the poor guy.
Oh yeah,
It's like you can't get away with that now today, but in Peppa Pig,
it's Peppa Pig, bro. You can't
legally
cancel
just
Peppa
get away
Pig.
with it. Yeah.
Can't cancel it. Moving on from
I always
kids'
thought that
TV
was funny.
shows and various other
Yeah.
things like that, the Olympics.
The Olympics.
I know it's not until next year, but thought I'd mention it now anyway. Can you imagine, right? The Olympics was completely different. Like, imagine the Olympics was more like jury duty. Like, you just get a letter
Jury
in the post, just like you've been selected for the British, I don't know, gymnastics team, and you just have to do it.
Yeah.
Like, imagine it's just random, instead of professional athletes, it's just random people.
They get Jake to do a triathlon.
No, like I feel that would be a lot more entertaining if it wasn't professional athletes like Usain Bolt and all these guys. I think it'd be funnier if it's Dave down the road, Julia in Birmingham.
I think it's more funnier watching Jake do a triathlon
I mean, you're not wrong.
or shot put.
If anyone wants to see Jake do a triathlon,
1500 meter race.
get this video on YouTube to 20 likes. 20 likes, and we'll make Jake do a triathlon.
As if we'll just get left on scene
Almost definitely.
again.
Yeah, again. We are viewers, by the way. We are trying to get him on for next episode. It would be quite. Yeah, we are trying to get someone on. We've been trying for we're trying for 6 months trying to get someone on. There is an application in the description if you guys want to become a guest. Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, awesome. But yeah, I feel like having an Olympics with random ass people, like making it quite a rare event, would be quite funny.
Yeah, like keep it once every 4 years.
Yeah.
But then just send out letters, just so it's random people. I feel like that could be so much more entertaining, you know.
I feel like doing a special year where it's just a load of random people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're just going about your regular day. You come home from work, and you've got a letter from the UK government or whoever runs it. You've been chosen. You have been chosen to participate in the UK or Great Britain gymnastics team for 2024 Olympics, and you just have to do it.
Is it just any age bracket?
No. We'll create an age bracket for.
No.
Let's go 18
when
to
there's no age bracket.
18. Actually, no, 16.
16.
16 to 55.
Well, saying that, you see like a bunch of like 14-year-olds nowadays.
That's what I'm saying. Like
the Olympics. So
let's say 15 to 55. That's 40-year gap. Be funny.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
That'd be very, very entertaining.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Do you watch the Olympics when it comes out every 4 years?
I watch like a bit of it. You know what I mean? Like the sports that you don't see often, like taekwondo or
Oh yeah.
like hockey, for example.
Have you ever like when it was in the UK? Or actually no. Have you ever been to an Olympic game?
I've like seen a few of them. It was hockey and
No, I mean in person instead of like not over the TV. Have you actually been in person?
Game, yeah.
Oh, not
Hockey,
bad.
basketball, actually quite a lot. And it was like, you know what I mean, in 2012.
Yeah, I actually went to one in 2012. It was handball.
Oh, handball.
Yeah, it was actually a very, very good and interesting game to watch. You wouldn't think it would be, but it actually really is.
How does handball even work?
No idea. It was over a decade ago. Can't remember.
Oh god, handball. But yeah, there's like lots of new sports out. There's like fucking mountain biking and surfing.
Really?
Climbing.
In the Olympics?
I don't know about surfing, but mountain biking I think is a new one. Skateboarding.
Skateboarding at the Olympics. Bloody hell. World's gone downhill, isn't it?
I mean, with respect, it does take a lot of
skill. Oh yeah,
don't
get me wrong, it does take skill. I tried when I was about 7, after watching Back to the Future. It is difficult, but the Olympics, really?
I mean, it's not like something like walking or doodling.
Oh, to be fair, that would be that'd be a very entertaining one. Walking. No, walking.
The slow walk.
Yeah.
Walk the slowest.
Oh, bloody hell. I know so many people that could walk the slowest.
That's one for Jake.
I'll tell you what, that's one thing that really bothers me, when you're stuck behind a slow person when you're walking.
I think we discussed this when we talked about pensioners.
I mean, we did talk about this either last episode or a few episodes ago. You are right.
Yeah, it can
so
be
we won't
really
get into
annoying.
it again, but it's fucking irritating. If you're slow, get out of my way.
Just expand the bloody pavements.
No. That will take the council way too much money. So unfortunately, after this point, the conversation kind of became very stale, and also Dan had a visitor, so it kind of trailed off into complete chaos. So I decided to cut that footage, and we're just going to roll the outro. Right then guys, we're going to end it there. So if you guys have enjoyed the video, you can go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more like this, you can go ahead and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.